Welcome back. Well, many shoppers are eagerly counting down the days until Black Friday, but how can they protect their financial information from hackers? And we also want to know how to prevent overspending. So John Holt, the president and CEO of Nutmeg State Financial Credit Union, is here today with some tips that we can all use. Thanks for being here, John.
Thank you for having us.
So let's start. Obviously people are going to start thinking about holiday shopping soon, and a lot of that shopping is going to be done online.
Yeah.
And you have some advice for folks, right?
Yeah, I mean, the shopping online is becoming very big. One of the things we always recommend is to make sure you're going with a trusted website. And I think most people know when you're typing in that website, you have to do the HTTPS.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's green.
Okay.
Sometimes if it's not green and it shows up red, it's probably an unsecure site, so be very careful with that.
Okay.
We recommend that if you're shopping online to set up a separate email address, actually,
oh, that's a
so
good
that
idea.
your receipts can come to that email and so that you can keep track of it.
Right. And in terms of putting credit cards and debit cards and stuff into websites, is there one that's better than another?
No, you just got to make sure that you're in a secure site.
Right.
Always check your statements, whether your online statements or paper statements, because the small charges, if there is fraud going on, they'll try small charges before they try a big charge.
Oh.
So you want to really make sure that you have checking your statement and get alerts.
Especially this time of year when you might have a lot more charges than normal.
That's exactly right, exactly.
What about if people are, and we have some of those tips on the screen as well, if you're near a pen and paper and you want to write some of them down. What about if people are shopping in the stores? Any advice for them there?
Yeah, so when you're shopping in a store, first of all, it's always good that you keep all of your personal information up to date with your financial institution, your phone number, your address, because if something's going wrong, they will contact you and ask you, is this the charge that you meant to spend at XYZ place? Mm-hmm. So it's very important to do that. Always use a mobile device if you can. Strangely enough, it's become now where that technology, the mobile wallet, credit cards, debit cards, actually have different layers and more layers of security that protect you when you're spending in a store.
Oh, good. And tell us a little bit about Nutmeg. You have locations around the state.
Thank you for asking. We are a local financial institution headquartered right here in Rocky Hill. We have 10 locations all throughout Connecticut. Very similar to a bank, but a credit union has lower rates on loans, higher rates on deposits, and very little to no fees. So check us out.
And I'm sure that you see, you're helping people with this sort of stuff this time of year, and you're seeing some of these fraud cases, unfortunately.
Yeah, and again, it's very important that you're just very careful, and you know where you're going, you know what you're spending, that you monitor things as much as possible. Again, alerts, I think, is one of the best ways, because you'll get the alerts on the phone, through a text message or an email, and that way you know, is this legitimately a spending, something that I spent.
Sure, and it's always nice to be able to get someone local on the phone if you do have a problem with one of your accounts.
Oh yeah, and then we'll make sure we call you if we see something unusual outside of your spending pattern, or if you're there's a charge that's not normal to where you're
spending.
spending.
Doesn't look quite right.
Right.
All right, John, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for being here. We appreciate it.